Is the Federal Reserve helping the economy right now, or are they going to destroy the United States as we know it? That's a question you need the answer to. Because every time the Federal Reserve changes the interest rates, it often affects millions of Americans with money in the stock market. And if that sounds like a problem, that's because it is. But there might be something simple that you can do about it. Here's what I mean by that. The Fed's raising interest rates and reducing the size of their balance sheet, all in an effort to reduce inflation. But what this also means is the easy money that helped the stock market is now gone. So with the economy potentially heading towards a recession, things could get bad. And what this means for America? Well, it means a financial winter is coming. You can either try and survive out in the cold, or you can find ways to shelter your savings while you still can. And one option many are considering is gold. But if you don't have a few $100,000 in cash laying around, then there's one option that I think you'll love. Now let me ask, imagine there was a loophole buried deep in the IRS tax code, something that allows you to buy physical gold and silver without using cash, but instead you could buy it with your retirement savings. The same money that's right now sitting in an IRA, 401k, or the like. Would you want to take advantage of that? You may want to consider it because if things go south with the stock market, then you might be glad you had at least some of your savings in physical gold and silver. But to explain how to use it, I first need to explain how it works. Okay, so there's a unique type of retirement savings account called a gold IRA. Heard of it? Well, many haven't, because it's basically a type of IRA or retirement account that holds physical gold bars or coins. And the reason you may not have heard of it before is because not all IRA custodians offer gold as an option. Some just don't have the experience or even the ability to manage precious metals assets like gold. So if you want to start a gold IRA, you need to find a custodian who specializes in managing precious metals IRAs. But before you can do that, there's a specific question you need to ask first. What kind of gold IRA should you get? Yes, that's right. There are actually different types of IRA accounts. But don't worry, I'll make this simple because like most IRAs, there are two types of gold IRA accounts. A traditional gold IRA uses pre-tax dollars to buy gold, so your gains accrue tax-free and you only pay taxes at distribution. But a Roth Gold IRA uses post-tax dollars to buy gold. Your gains also grow tax-free, and in many cases, you pay zero taxes when you take a distribution. Like I said, simple, right? But now the question you might want to ask is, how difficult is it to set up? And the answer is, it's not difficult to set up. It's actually quite easy. The most important thing you need to know is you'll want to work with a company who knows their way around precious metals assets, specifically an IRA custodian who has experience with gold and silver. And the downside is it can be difficult to find someone that you can trust. But of course, you can make it easier by working with trusted experts like Goldco, who work with experienced and rock-solid, reliable IRA custodians. You with me? Okay, so once you find the right custodian, you need to figure out what type of gold to put in the account, right? And that's where things can get a little dicey if you're not careful. All right, so once you fund your gold IRA, the next step is to decide what type of gold you want to buy. And things can get tricky with this, so pay close attention. Gold coins and bars are the most popular options, but not all gold coins or bars can be bought for a gold IRA. Really. In fact, the U.S. tax code does not allow IRA accounts to buy collectibles. That means no gold chains, you can't keep grandpa's old gold teeth in there, and definitely no stolen treasure. So what kind of gold can you buy for your gold IRA? Well, you can actually get gold American Eagle and silver American Eagle coins, as well as any coin or bullion meeting minimum fineness standards. Have you heard of that before? The minimum fineness standards means any coin or bar that's at least 99.5% gold. So where can you find gold that pure? Well, don't worry, because many mints and refiners produce coins and bars that meet the minimum fineness standards. And Goldco works with these mints to guarantee you authentic coins for your gold IRA. So you can breathe a sigh of relief. Goldco's got you covered. But picture this, okay? We've set up your gold IRA, funded your gold IRA, and even purchased your gold. But where does all that gold physically go to? Well, let me show you. So when you have an IRA account, you have to have a custodian who manages your assets. And since it usually can be stocks, bonds, and ETFs, it's all digital, just numbers on a computer. So storing your stocks is simple. But when you're buying physical gold in a gold IRA, you need a real physical place to hold and secure that gold. And not all custodians deal with gold or other precious metals, which is where Goldco can help. Goldco has relationships with experienced gold IRA custodians who know exactly how to manage your gold assets. Because your gold has to be stored somewhere safe, right? It sure does. That's why we work with established bullion depositories to make sure your gold is secure and ready for you when you need it. But that's the next question. How can you access your gold when you need it? Well, just like any other IRA, you can take distributions from your account, and with Goldco, you have some options because you can either take physical delivery of your gold, or Goldco can offer you direct cash sales of gold coins and bars. And if you have existing retirement accounts that you want to protect, but you want to keep the tax advantage status of your retirement savings, a gold IRA can be a good choice to help you achieve your financial goals. So even though you may have to wait a few years to physically hold your gold, a gold IRA could be worth looking into. Which brings us to the most important point. Every individual has different financial goals and different financial abilities, so not every asset is going to suit each individual the same way. What works for others might not work for you. But in either case, holding a portion of your savings in gold could make a difference should things get worse. And no matter how much or little you know about gold, there's no harm in learning more about it. So it might make sense to click the link below and get your free copy of the Wealth Protection Kit, which will ship to your door 100% free, no strings attached. Because whether you're looking to protect your existing investments, move funds out of underperforming investments, or diversify against the possibility of recession and loss, the Wealth Protection Kit can give you one more tool in your investment arsenal. With thousands of satisfied customers and over $1 billion in precious metals placements, Goldco has thousands of 5-star ratings and a strong reputation for friendly and knowledgeable customer service, as well as high customer satisfaction rates. So you get the protection you need with the precious metals that you desire. But remember what it was like back in 2008? The feeling of uncertainty leading up to a recession can be unnerving, and the feeling of loss during a recession can be even worse. Many Americans watched in horror as the investments they spent a lifetime accumulating melted away during the 2008 financial crisis. And as they watched gold and silver take off in the aftermath of the crisis, they kicked themselves for not having invested in precious metals sooner. So remember, it's your responsibility and your duty to protect yourself, your family, and your wealth from another financial disaster. So click the link in the description below and get your free copy of the Wealth Protection Kit. This could possibly be the one thing that protects your hard-earned savings from another financial disaster. Click the link below now.